Well, Republican Blake Masters is looking to unseat Mark Kelly in the U.S. Senate.
12 News' Michael Doudna caught up with Masters earlier today. And Michael, how confident is he about his chances?
Yeah, guys, the Masters campaign, of course, is feeling confident. They acknowledge they're the underdog in this race, but they believe they have the momentum. And polls have shown a tightening race over the last month or so. Masters says it will all come down to the turnout today. And that's part of the reason why we caught up with Blake Masters at a Scottsdale election center where they're having some of those tabulation issues that we've been mentioning so far this show. He shook hands and wanted everyone to stay in line. Now, it's really been a strange path to this point for Blake Masters, who just 2 years ago was a virtual unknown in this state. The Tucson native really got his big break at college in Stanford, where he met his mentor, employer, and benefactor, billionaire Peter Thiel. And it's Thiel who poured $15 million into Masters' campaign, helping him become the Republican nominee, and further helped fund his race against Mark Kelly. But the question is, will all that money, all the campaigning, all the effort be enough? And honestly, when those first ballots drop, Masters does expect to be behind. But the question is, if the voters that come out on Election Day, which are projected to favor Republicans, will make up the difference, which is part of the reason he's pushing for every single last vote today.
But at this point, we just have to encourage everyone who's in line to stay in line. If you haven't voted yet, get out and vote. This is the most important election in our lifetimes. And so I don't care how you vote at this point, just get your vote in. And yeah, we're well lawyered up. We're going to make sure that every vote that's submitted is counted.
And guys, we really do expect this race to go down to the wire. In fact, we very well may not have a result tonight. So get ready. We're likely going to be here for a while, as this will likely be one of the very last races that end up getting called. We're live in Phoenix. Michael Doudna, 12 News.
All right, Michael, thank you for that. And 12 News is your home on election night with national and local coverage on TV, streaming, and online. We'll be tracking all of the results overnight with a special 1 a.m. newscast on Wednesday morning and then a special post-election edition of Today in AZ. We'll be right back with more on Election Coverage 2022.